Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to Against the Public for June 26th. I'm Dana Lane. Today we're as usual going through my top 3 Major League Baseball free plays for Wednesday, and then we're going to wrap it up with something I think is very interesting, and I think all of you will agree. We're going to focus on how betting movement affects your ability to cash tickets and how successful bettors have been with the movement. So we'll break it down. I'll give you the record of each one of the movements, whether it's 1 cent to 5 cents or 6 cents to 10 cents, and then you get an idea of how well bettors do when the money moves, and that's pretty interesting results. After the show, please go to Pickdawgz.com. I'll have my top premium Major League Baseball card locked and loaded as usual. Jump on my single plays or that MLB 3-pack for just $49.99. Of course, we cashed last night. We're going to go back for more on Wednesday. Every 3-pack, every single play comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition, there's only one way to get every play that I release, and that's by becoming an all-access member, and you can do that over the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or better yet, guys, just jump on that 365-day package. You get every play I release for the next year, up until this time next year, for just $3.56 a day. That carries you right through the NFL season, the college football season, next year's NBA, next year's NHL, next year's college basketball, carries you right through, guys. And in case you forgot, go look at what we did in football last year. You want to make sure right now we build that bankroll for the upcoming season. And when the preseason hits that first week of August, we're going to get ready to smash it once again. So please get involved. Let's roll our sleeves up. Let's get to work. And let's get over to Pickdawgz.com to get you involved tomorrow. So on to our free plays for Wednesday. Remember, these are probable pitchers, so please confirm the starters before you make your wager. We'll start things off at 12:10 Eastern Time, 9:09, 9:10 Seattle Mariners on the road, minus $1.15, 7.5 under, minus $1.11 against the Tampa Bay Rays. George Kirby against Ryan Pepiot. The Mariners are going to be looking to break that 3-game losing streak. They've lost 6 of their last 7. The Rays have won 3 and have won 6 of the last 7. So 2 teams going in opposite directions. All of that, and we're still looking at the Mariners as a $1.15 road favorite. Kirby, as we know, is 6-5, owns a respectable 3.47 ERA. But part of the reason why the Mariners are favored is because Kirby has been one of the best pitchers in baseball over his last 5 starts, allowing just 6 earned runs in his last 31 innings, a 1.74 ERA. He has also allowed just 25 hits in that span while racking up 32 Ks, just 3 walks in addition. So pretty impressive numbers for George Kirby. And as far as Pepiot is concerned, 4-4, 4.61 ERA. Last 5 starts, Pepiot has allowed 16 earned and 25 2/3 innings, a 5.61 ERA. So far, we see the public divided on this game. Just 59% of the money is in on Seattle. A lot more divided than early betting patterns of most games. So a public is still not sure which way they're going to go, which is good because that means there's not going to be a lot of movement on this money line. We have seen some early movement, a smidgen of a movement, I guess if that makes sense, downtown Las Vegas. The money's moved from minus $1.13 to $1.15 at some of the properties. That's about it. I agree with the public and the movement on this. We're going to take Seattle minus $1.15. Game number 2, 4:07 Eastern Time. Rotation number 9:11, 9:12. Oakland Athletics against the Los Angeles Angels. Angels minus $1.24, 9 under, minus 15. Joey Estes against Roansy Contreras. It's too early. It's a little bit too early to get betting percentages on this game because last night's game, of course, ran late. So we'll have to wait a little bit on that. But I do expect Oakland money to come in on this game just because Joey Estes has been pretty good lately. He bounced back against Minnesota after a horrific outing 2 starts ago. He got hammered for 8 earned runs and 2 2/3 innings. Of course, that was an Oakland 8-7 loss to Minnesota. But then in the bounce back and the rematch against Minnesota, it was terrific. 5 hits, 2 earned, and 6 innings. far as Roansy Contreras is concerned, started this season in Pittsburgh. Contract was purchased by the Los Angeles Angels. This is his first start after making 21 appearances out of the pen this year for both Pittsburgh and the Angels. And Contreras has not started since last season when he was 3-7 with a 6.59 ERA. So far, so good. And it doesn't mean he's going to go long. He has gone long in Pittsburgh as a starter, but doesn't mean he's going to go any more than 2 or 3 innings. But so far in Los Angeles, he's allowed just 8 hits and 13 and two-thirds innings. Been pretty good. So we'll see. I think this total's a little bit too high, so we go under 9 minus $1.15. And then finally 7:10 Eastern Time. 9:15, 9:16, Toronto Blue Jays against the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox minus $1.55 at home. 9.5 under minus 12. Yariel Rodriguez against Cutter Crawford. Bettors are all over the Red Sox here. 92% of the wagerings in on the Sox, while 76% of the money wagered is on the over. The books anticipated professional money. We saw them open this up at $1.48. That changed to $1.42 in about 20 minutes. After they realized they weren't going to get any professional money on this. So it's down to $1.42 because, of course, we don't want to, if they favored the dog, they want to make sure they don't give up a lot of plus money, which I anticipate this number to continue going down. Over to Jay's last 3 games, the average score has been 12.33 runs per game on the back of 20 runs scored by Toronto, which gives us a nice piece of the total if that comes true again. And by the way, Boston on their 3-game is also on a 3-game over streak. They've allowed 19 runs in those games, and their games have also averaged 12.33 runs per game. Rodriguez has given up 9 earned runs in his last 9 innings, while Crawford has given up 17 earned in his last 30 and a third innings. It's a 5.05 ERA. I'm going to go with the over here. Nice bankroll friendly juice. Over 9.5 minus $1.08. And before we close the show today, here's your handicapping tip for Wednesday. And this is really interesting. I wanted to examine line movement. A lot of people say, well, it's easy when we're dealing with like point spreads to kind of come up with these records, but when we're dealing with money lines, that takes a little bit of work. And I just wanted to examine what happens when the money moves or the money line moves in any direction. Is it good for the bettors or is it good for the house? And we always know it's good for the house. So we're going to give this. We're not going to get too crazy because we do see, sometimes lines are moving 1 and 2 cents. We're not going to, bore you with that. We'll be here all night. But here it is in a nutshell. Any line that moves between 1 and 5 cents this season is 275 and 278. Minus 24.24 units. Bettors are 275 and 278. So advantage house there. 6 to 10 cents, 255 and 260 this season, minus 22.60 units. 11 to 15 cents, 210 and 201 in favor of the bettors by a little bit, and they've also turned a profit plus 1.92 units. That indicates there's a lot of dogs in that area. And then when we get to 16 to 20 cents, the public's really good. 150 and 131, 19 games over 500, plus 16.09 unit. Again, we see a trend here, 11 to 20 cents as far as the movement is concerned. When the public is on that side, we see them almost 18 units to the positive. Then when it gets a little bit higher, this is when the books take control again. When the number moves 21 to 30 cents, books up 176 to 155. It's a massive advantage. Minus 23.98 units for the customer. And then when it moves 30 plus cents, the customer or better is 82 and 124 this year, minus 3.24 units. Now, overall, customers are betting public 1,127, 1,170 losses. That's a 491 win percentage, minus 88.23 units, and of course, advantage to the house. So let me give that to you one more time. Where bettors have the real advantage is when the number has moved between 11 and 20 cents. There's 360 and 332 plus almost 18 units. But any other scenario, whether it's 1 to 10 or 21 to 30 plus, the house has the advantage here, and not only bankroll wise, but also in record wise as well. So yes, it is good to go against the movement, but again, it's not so significant that we're going to be able to do that blindly. And again, the public is only 43 games under 500. That's a 491 win percentage. So that's not great. But again, it's the money that gets to public. It's minus 88.23 units. So you can't blindly just go against the public because they are right almost half the time. But of course, when we're dealing with money lines, you want to go against those money lines because it is shown that 88.23 units, you would be in the hole if you went with bettors this year. So I'm looking at these numbers and I'm just like, it's like, I don't know, what's that movie, Beautiful Mind or something. I'm like trying to figure all these out, but that is exactly in a nutshell where bettors are this year in 2024, and it's almost split right down the middle, exactly where your bookmaker wants it to be. So rule of thumb, go against the money line move, but over a period of time, if you're looking to win 60% just because you're going against, that's not the way it works in baseball. So if there's anything you'd like me to research, drop me a comment on the YouTube channel. I'll get to it if I can. If I have the numbers, I have a lot. So very few things I don't have the ability to research. So please give me everything you have, whether it's WNBA, CFL, Major League Baseball, whatever you want. I'll get on it for you. That does it for Wednesday's free play and tip. Go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass that gives you every game that I release for one low price. Let's build that football bankroll right now. We're about, 5 weeks away from preseason football. Guys, man, it is coming, and it's coming fast, and we are starting week 1 Hall of Fame game. We're crushing books once again this year. Here's our Wednesday free play recap. Seattle minus $1.17. Oakland, Los Angeles, under 9, minus 15. Toronto, Boston, over 9.5, minus $1.08. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everybody who continues to watch on a daily basis. Thank you for subscribing. Hit the like button. Again, if we get 200 likes on a video, there's 2,500 of you watching these videos. Hit the like button. We get to 200, I'll give you 2 handicapping tips a day. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Wednesday.